So the only question I want to ask you is why you got involved in this project.
I got involved in this project as a result of an email that my wife passed on to me, that this group of poems were being put together by a stalwart group of aficionados, of poetry aficionados. And it sounded like such a good idea, and also an idea that its time had come, that I immediately volunteered. And also to get a chance to read a favorite poem, which has been, you know, the poem that I read has been sitting on my bulletin board for 30 years. It's been a favorite of mine since I was in college, so it was a chance to make it kind of come to life.
Are you a fan of other Browning speeches like that?
Tennyson?
I'm sorry, Tennyson, yeah.
Yes. I'm actually a bit of a Tennyson, Victorian poetry freak. From the early Victorians to the later, you know, Gerard Manley Hopkins and some of those people. But Tennyson was always one of my favorites.
What other Tennysons are you?
Oh, now you're putting me on the spot.
No, that's all right. That's right.
I can't think of any offhand.
Great, great. I don't know why I said Browning, because Browning did those speeches too of, you know, the faultless painter.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's when you perform a poem, what's the difference in preparation between that and doing a play?
Well, it depends on the form of the poem. If the poem has a dramatic voice to it, as this one does, then you have to try to have a sense of who the character is. In Ulysses' case, it's an adventurer, a man who spent his life doing great deeds and who's now homebound and is chomping at the bit to get on the road again, basically. It's a plight not unlike many actors, in a way, you know, that we spend a lot of our time out slaying dragons, be it figurative dragons rather than literal ones. And it's also, this particular poem is also about getting older and feeling like one is being marginalized as a result. And I think that's something that strikes a chord with a very large segment of our population these days, you know, the baby boomers.
Sure.
Yeah. Even though I don't feel particularly put out to pasture, it's a sentiment that I think it resonates with a lot of people.
And then, of course, I think of Verdi writing his great opera, the last two great operas at 80.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's what
exactly.
I was. When you were reading, I was thinking, this is so about Verdi saying, I'm going to do Othello at 80, and that's my masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you,
This is really, really great.